So Ukrainian food is very natural, I guess. I felt like most of the time when I would go over to someone's house and they'd feed us, it felt like you had to have potatoes, you had to have a certain type of meat, and then they always had soup and tea. And one of the key ingredients that they always had to use was dill. I throw in some dill, and that was a staple ingredient for recipes. But it was very simple. That's what I thought. But one of my favorites was it was called borscht. I think a lot of people know about that. It's the beet soup, but there's just so many different ways to make it, and it's just different seasonings. And it was just really interesting how many people could make so many different versions of the same type of soup. But there were some foods where that kind of made me look the other way. There was one where it's literally called fat, and so people would put it on bread, and it would be pig fat, and they just eat it like it was candy. For some people, they just loved it, and they would always offer it to us, and I would always take the most minimal amount of that as possible. And then there was also one that was not good. It was holodiet. It's called holodiets. What it is, it's a platter that they put meat on the bottom, and then they somehow create this gelatin, meat-flavored gelatin, and put it on top of the meat. So you have a layer of meat and this jello, this meat-flavored jello on top of it. And I don't know how they made it, and it was not very good. I'm not a big fan of it, but I had to try it, so I could just say I did. But other than those two things, I thought Ukrainian food was pretty good.